I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo, hearts in chat right now, flames in chat right now for all the reactors out there, and in particular Larry 1K who's here with us right now. So, bro, let's make something happen, man. What's the plan? You want to throw me some words?
That's up. I got 3 words. For you, man.
Yes.
3 words.
Yes. What you got, bro?
All right. So my first word. I want to put this word together, but it's Jesus Christ. It's Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. All right. Hell yeah. Yep.
First word. All right. The second word, we're going to go with Lucifer.
Lucifer. All right. We got a theme going.
Lucifer.
All right. Yep.
Yes, sir. The last word we're going to go with is rapture.
Rapture. Which, like, what does that mean exactly? Like, of course, I'm familiar with that word, but, like, what is the rapture?
Like, I guess, like, you know, in biblical terms, like when Jesus, because I'm a Christian, when Jesus come back and, like, bring his people. So, like, I guess, like, grab or gather up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. For
sure. All right, dope. We got this, man. Jesus Christ, Lucifer, and the rapture, y'all. We about to do it. Here we go. You ready?
Let's go. I'm ready, man.
All right, let's go. Larry 1K is here. Yo, come on. Come on, hey. When they hear him rhyme, they like, he's just nice. Rappers hear me spitting, they be yelling, Jesus Christ. H-Mac never stop, you'll be taking a loss. Rappers got me pissed off, man, they got me so cross. Hey, Mac coming through since my 2nd grade recital. I told you that my rhyme book is something like a Bible. H-Mac, I be taking rappers into churches, recording in the pews while I'm dropping rhyme verses. Yeah, this is biblical, all these rappers miserable. Every time I rhyme, I'm about to paint the visual, doing something different. Here's what I'm saying, rappers dropping to their knees right now and straight praying, like, please Lord above, help bring me love, cause this dude named Mac, well, when push comes to shove, I'm pretty sure he's about to go harder than the rest. Please Lord help me, he's putting me through a test. I don't know if there's a way that I can survive, cause compared to all these rappers, man, he got more drive, plus he got more practice and he got more bars, plus his lyrics like my life right now, cause they hard. Someone help me find a path through this. I don't know what I can do, help me Judas. Mac moving with the movement, y'all know I'ma crush it. I leave you flustered every single time I bust it. Now, listen, I be coming off top with the truest words. I spit the fire and my shit is flaming hot like Lucifer. Yeah, every time I'm rapping, I'ma make you panic. Yo, all my bars sound dark, satanic. Listen, I will excel from the place where I dwell. I'm with Big L right now, recording down in hell. No doubt, y'all know I'ma kick these rhymes. Shout to Big L, repping from the 139. Yeah, now I wouldn't say that myself unless Big L told us he would go there himself. So listen, I'm about to be there with him in the flames. Me and Big L straight spitting off the brain. Now, I do this forever, y'all know I'm hype. I be feeling like Lucifer, my dome got spikes. I got the tail as well, and I grip the red trident. I'm stabbing through your heart each and every time I'm rhyming. Yeah, check the way I'm creating, there's no debating. I'm inflating from the heart while I'm spitting it. Hot as Satan, no contemplating, no deliberation is necessary. They hear the voice for 1 second, they say yes, it's Harry. Very much so, breathing flames like a dragon. I'm a fucking demon, got you screaming while you lagging behind, cause there ain't another rapper who can flex like this. Ah, my bad, shit, that was The Exorcist. I'm flipping out. Harry Mack, y'all know I'm about to rip freeze. I got your head spinning out 360. Yeah, I'm here right now, they all aware. I'm twisted up and mangled while I'm crawling up the stairs. Yo, I'm spitting through the static, it's a habit. Boom, boom, there's some sounds in the attic. Yo, I come through with the fatness, I rap sick. I heard in a church in Tennessee they got a mattress. True story. Hey yo, y'all know I'ma burn it down. H-Mac, yo, I got it, I won't return the crown. I'm here for all my people, y'all know I'm a master. Coming off the top and causing a natural disaster. I was in the church just recording with the pastor. Yeah, I be rhyming so fast, bro, I move past ya. Yeah, and you know I'm the real deal, not an actor. They all up in the game, but they not even a factor. Treat it like Smash Bros, Mac flows smack ya. I'm about to gather my fans, it's the rapture. Harry Mack causing disaster like Katrina. Told you off the top I be flowing like Aquafina. I'm fancy like in a Beamer, but I don't have a car. All I do is ride a bike while I'm spitting these bars. Feel like J. Cole cycling through New York. I be smoking microphones just like some Newports. Now listen, I'ma let them all better witness. For me this music shit is religious. Yeah, and I'm slaying them all. Hey, rappers hit their knees, got them praying to God. Let's go, I told you I'ma let you better witness. Yo, for me this music shit is religious. Yeah, I'm the one you might see twice. I got rappers yelling, screaming out, Jesus Christ. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yo, good to see you, Gadgies. Good to see you, Gadgies. Good to see you, Gadgies. As you seen, that prompt that was behind me just there, that was from last night, and that prompt was giant alien throwing flat Earth like a frisbee. That was that one. Then there was so yeah, Michael. I like teapot head, but who's got a teapot head? Just man with a teapot for a head. Okay. You can use things like Abe Lincoln and that, like what do you call it? Bazza did last night. Who was it? He said something about King Henry VIII with a peg leg on a surfboard, and it did it. So man, okay, right. I'll do man. Hold on. Silly fool on your rap. What? The silly fool on your rap guy video. What silly fool? Oh yeah, the one. Yeah, he's actually a Christian, but the ways where he goes on about Harry Mack's raps, he's like, it sounds like he's got to be sick. You know what I mean? It's like he's enjoying it. But I've heard people doing that when they're enjoying freestyles. They're like. Like they got to be sick, man. Yeah, 2-6, Michael. 2-6. Hey, babe.
You sounded right happy to see me then. Or
I'm just out of bed, babe. I'm shattered. I didn't finish till like 6 this morning. I played music for over an hour after we finished the film and that. I mean, shattered. I've still got all thingy to go to, ain't I? To grab the yeah. So like, I'll show you a couple we did last night. I'll have to move us to 6. This is the one that I did. I did this one as well. I did that. Oh, blooming hell, what's going on? But this one was Jesus going to take a penalty kick with the globe and on a cosmic football pitch. That was me. This one I did for Jono. Kangaroo going to take a kick at the on Australian rules football of the globe. And this one was the one that Heron did. It was about peace and empathy and that, and it's how it came up. And it looks like the projection of the globe map of the globe, the map on the globe came off the globe and decided to be flat. Yeah. So,
Thomas.
what about?
Thomas
What?
said he's going to spend the day with his 16-year-old daughter. That's really good, Thomas.
Excellent, excellent. So hold on. That's brilliant, Thomas. Fantastic, honestly. I'd said it last night because Flats text me in Messenger, but Flats won't be on this weekend at all. Something's happened in the family, and he won't be on this weekend at all. He told me that last night. So don't expect Flats anybody. I don't know if he's got a community post out yet because I'm just up, but he told me early hours this morning because I was still live when he got up on WhatsApp.
Just keep him and his family in your prayers.
Absolutely. Well, his mother-in-law passed away, so don't pray for her to be okay because she's gone, but pray for the family, obviously.
She's a believer anyway, like, so she is okay, I think.
Oh, she's okay. Cool. She was a believer. She's okay. Cool. But still, you pray for the family. You don't pray for the dead. You know, they've gone. They don't need any more prayers, guys. You don't need any more prayers. They're absent with the body, present with the Lord, you know, in whatever form that takes. Because I'm still not sure what happens on the moment of death. But yes, it does say absent with the body, absent from the body, present with the Lord. Right. Okay. So what was the prompt? Teapot head, man. A man with a teapot head. Okay. With teapot for a napper. Right. Okay. Create. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not cartoonish. It's not bad. I'll save it. It's better to give it a little bit more elaboration. Yeah. Is it saved? Yeah. There we go. There it is. And he's drinking a tea as well. So, Baza, what was yours again? Seen it in there somewhere. Jesus on a throne, resting feet on snow globe earth. Okay, let's try that.
I still feel sick and I'm going to go. But
why do you feel sick?
I felt sick since last night.
Oh, you mean since last night?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just feel sick. Also, just specify my dog is a Bichon Frise and not a poodle.
Yeah. What, does somebody else keep saying that?
No, but I'm sick of people talking sexually
Yeah,
about my dog.
that was yesterday, babe.
No, but I did that thing, didn't I? And people have commented.
Oh, right, okay. I see. Right. Jesus on the throne, resting feet on snow globe earth. Oh, it's close enough. It's close. But his feet's not on. He's not resting on it. But it's kind of give you as a globe, like a globe with the bottom missing. There you go. It's not resting his feet on it though. It's just next to it. Now I can't do that one because it's still a globe. And he's not booting the globe away. You know what I mean? He's kind of worshipping the globe in front of him, not keeping that one. But
yeah, in my head, he's off to the side with his feet propped up, and there's like, you know, an end table with Earth, you know, and the snow globe, you know, like his footstool, as it were, you know.
Absolutely, I get it. Hold it. Jesus, maybe I should have used that. Using snow. Maybe you need to kind of change the word snow globe into like, I don't know, flat Earth with a dome on it. Maybe that's what you should have done. But because if you put in flat Earth, I mean, I put in flat Earth on Canva, it doesn't give me flat Earth. It won't do it. No matter what, it'll give you something that partially looks like a globe at least. And then you have to try and get a dome over the top of it. But in here, and I can't, the thing is, you can't save the pictures and in here. You can't download them or anything, which is a pain. Because if I could download them on my computer, it'd be all right. But I mean, that's not bad for putting in flat earth. You know what I mean? Because I say it's throwing flat earth like a frisbee. So that's not bad. It's more of a demon than an alien, but you know, that's what it gave us. But yeah, we'll stick with Teapot Head Man for today. Right, Bible. We're on 2 Kings. We're just about to start 2 Kings, 2 Kings, 2 Kingy Wingies. So shall we just get on with it? I think there's a few people in. So just in case there's people in, didn't hear, your flats won't be on tonight. There's been a passing in the family, so he won't be in tomorrow either. Maybe Monday. I don't know. I don't know if he's put any community posts out, but he told me out there this morning. So don't expect flats out tonight or tomorrow night, guys. You know, like last night, a load of people came in. I gained 30 subs last night, 30 odd subs last night, and within 1 hour, all of them had left. I'd gone from 708 up to 735 or something like that. 735, and within 1 hour, all of them had left, and there's only 2 left.
Did you still have subscriber mode on?
Yes, that's why they came in to see it. Yeah, I have subscriber mode on every day. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They come in. Yeah, I knew that would happen. I said it to Baza. in Messenger. I says, I guarantee they'll leave by the morning. Most of them will be gone, but at least 3. Oh, sorry, I'm on 711. Last night it was 710. So 3. I've got 3 subs since yesterday, even though I gained 30 odd. Yeah, I kind of knew that would happen. I didn't know that would happen. It was funny. It's kind of funny. Right, we're on 2 Kings. So I think, yeah, it's a Bible stream. I don't usually do any Jim's observations on a Bible stream. So yeah, 2 Kings, let's do it. Let's do with it.
You had any trolleys from yesterday's stream?
No, I've got no comments either. But I mean, but hold on, let me see what happened view-wise. Let's quickly look. Live. Not so far. I mean, yesterday there was no comments. Right, so we've got 117 views on the horizontal and 78 on the vertical. So it's gone past 200. It's gone past 200 all in all. But no, nothing so far, bro. Nothing so far. No, I don't even think there's comments. Let me just quickly check. No, no comments in the one with the most and the one with the least. Nope, no comments. So we've got over 200 views on the both streams, but no comments. Cool. Right, so yeah, 2 Kings. Sorry guys, let's get on there. Video file. 2nd Book of the Kings, also known as the 4th Book of the Kings.
Book of the Kings, commonly called the 4th Book of the Kings.
I was close. Commonly called. I know. I've never had that before, but I mean. Right. I'll get us down there.
When I
go on, Buzzer.
When I first ran across that one, it was I don't know if I found it through Stavely or somebody else, but I went and opened up my ye old paperback, and there was the extra heading, and I'm like, really? Yeah. Okay. Well, there it is.
It's 2 Kings, commonly known the 4th Book of the Kings. I know it's mad, and I'd never had it actually until I started doing these. I didn't know that.
It's right there on the title page now.
Yeah, of course. So the first Book of the Kings would have been not Chronicles. We didn't do. Sorry, Chronicles is after this. Judges. Was it Judges? No. Yeah, would have been Judges, wouldn't it? This is the second book we've done. We're on the, yeah. So was it the books before this was Judges, wasn't it? Before Kings was Judges, or was it?
For me, it would have been Kings, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, of course. But yeah, now first Judges, second Judges.
it's Joshua. Yes, it's Joshua, Judges, Ruth, First and Second Samuel, and then
Samuel.
Oh, sorry, it's not Judges. Sorry, Samuel.
Samuel.
Samuel is Samuel 1. 1 Samuel and 2 Samuel is first and second book of the Kings. Sorry, I don't know why I missed out Samuel there. What you saying, babe?
Sorry. Are you on tonight?
No. I'm on now. I'm not on tonight, babe. It's Saturday. I don't do Saturday nights. Why?
Because I need to do a mental health stream at some point.
Yeah, I'm not coming on at all tonight. I'm taking a day off YouTube tonight, babe. I'm shattered.
Well,
After
then I'll
this,
do it tomorrow.
Do it tomorrow if you want. It's up to you, but I'm not coming on YouTube tonight. I'm done.
No, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, all right, son. Because I'm on tomorrow, but you'll have to. I'm on tomorrow and tomorrow. Well, I'm on tomorrow night at least. So it's up to you. I'm on at about 11 p.m. tomorrow night.
Oh no, I'll be on way before that.
Well, there you go. It's up to you. But I'm not coming on YouTube after this today. But not right. To stream anyway. Not to stream. Obviously, I'll probably watch some or whatever. I don't know, but I'm not streaming.
Because Charles is on later, isn't
he? Yeah, Charles will be on at midnight for us.
Oh, all right. Love you.
Right, love you too, baby.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Cheers, Vicky.
Right, chapter 1, guys.
Yeah, Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Chapter 1. Then Moab rebelled against Israel after the death of Ahab. And Ahaziah fell down through a lattice in his upper chamber that was in Samaria, and was sick. And he sent messengers, and said unto them, Go, inquire of Baal-zebub, the god of Ekron, whether I shall recover of this disease. But the angel of the Lord said to Elijah the Tishbite, Arise, go up to meet the messengers of the king of Samaria, and say unto them, Is it not because there is not a God in Israel, that ye go to inquire of Baal-zebub, the god of Ekron? Now therefore thus saith the Lord, Thou shalt not come down from that bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt surely die. And Elijah departed. And when the messengers turned back unto him, he said unto them, Why are ye now turned back? And they said unto him, There came a man up to meet us, and said unto us, Go, turn again unto the king that sent you, and say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Is it not because there is not a God in Israel that thou sendest to inquire of Baal-zebub, the god of Ekron? Therefore thou shalt not come down from that bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt surely die. And he said unto them, What manner of man was he which came up to meet you, and told you these words? And they answered him, He was an hairy man, and girt with a girdle of leather about his loins. And he said, It is Elijah the Tishbite. Then the king sent unto him a captain of 50 with his 50, and he went up to him, and behold, he sat on the top of an hill. And he spake unto him, Thou man of God, the king hath said, Come down. And Elijah answered and said to the captain of 50, If I be a man of God, then let fire come down from heaven, and consume thee and thy 50. And there came down fire from heaven, and consumed him and his 50. Again also he sent unto
Hey, good to see you, Chuck. I ain't seen you in a little while. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
Hey, Chuck.
to him another captain of 50 with his 50. And he answered and said unto him, O man of God, thus hath the king said, Come down quickly. And Elijah answered and said unto them, If I be a man of God, let fire come down from heaven, and consume thee and thy 50. And the fire of God came down from heaven, and consumed him and his 50. And he sent again a captain of the third 50 with his 50. And the third captain of 50 went up, and came, and fell on his knees before Elijah, and besought him, and said unto him, O man of God, I pray thee, let my life and the life of these 50 thy servants be precious in thy sight. Behold, there came fire down from heaven, and burnt up the two captains of the former 50s with their 50s. Therefore let my life now be precious in thy sight. And the angel of the Lord said unto Elijah, Go down with him, be not afraid of him. And he arose, and went down with him unto the king. And he said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Forasmuch as thou hast sent messengers to inquire of Baal-zebub, the god of Ekron, is it not because there is no God in Israel, to inquire of his word? Therefore, thou shalt not come down off that bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt surely die. So he died according to the word of the Lord which Elijah had spoken.
Well,
and Jehoram reigned in his stead.
God says it happens. You know, you'll surely die, and then so he surely did. God says it happened, man.
In the second year of Jehoram the son of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, because he had no son. Now the rest of the acts of Ahaziah which he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel?
Again, Chronicles of the Kings of Israel, just in case, guys, you get mixed up. I thought it was talking about Chronicles, the books after this, but it's not. It's talking about the lost book, the Chronicles of the Kings of Israel, which Kings was inspired by. The book of Kings was allegedly inspired by. So when it spoke about it the other day, I had to search it because I was like, hold on, this is out of sync. If it's talking about Chronicles, isn't it in the past tense, then how can Chronicle? I know it's the Bible's not necessarily in order, but I thought it was with this, and it didn't make sense to me. So yeah, I had to kind of look at it, and no, it's lost books. The Chronicles of the Kings of Israel is the lost books, which these kings was inspired by. This book was kind of inspired by, so they say. But yeah, it's lost books, just in case you get confused, guys.
2. And it came to pass, when the Lord would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind, that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. And Elijah said unto Elisha, Tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord hath sent me to Bethel. And Elisha said unto him, As the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they went down to Bethel. And the sons of the prophets that were at Bethel came forth to Elisha, and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today? And he said, Yea, I know it. Hold ye your peace. And Elijah said unto him, Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord hath sent me to Jericho. And he said, As the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they came to Jericho. And the sons of the prophets that were at Jericho came to Elisha, and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today? And he answered, Yea, I know it. Hold ye your peace. And Elijah said unto him, Tarry, I pray thee here, for the Lord hath sent me to Jordan. And he said, As the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And they two went on. And 50 men of the sons of the prophets went and stood to view afar off. And they too stood by Jordan. And Elijah took his mantle, and wrapped it together, and smote the waters. And they were divided hither and thither, so that they too went over on dry ground. And it came to pass, when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, Ask what I shall do for thee before I be taken away from thee. And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me. And he said, Thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire, and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
Ooh.
And Elisha saw it, and he cried, My father, the chariot of Israel and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes, and rent them in 2 pieces. He took up also the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and went back and stood by the bank of Jordan. And he took the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and smote the waters, and said, Where is the Lord God of Elijah? And when he also had smitten the waters, they parted hither and thither, and Elisha went over.
Pastor, I tried again for the footstool. I put it in different words. He kind of had his feet inside Flat Earth Dome. This time, look, I'll show you quickly. It's inside the flat earth this time, look. Instead of resting on it, it's inside it. It's not bad, except we'd be getting drowned by the waters by now. But
you know that banjo video I did, that thumbnail for it.
Yes,
I had some right trouble. Fats had to end up doing it in, and I had some right trouble. I kept saying, change writing on his T-shirt to say heretic, and leave the why I now believe Satan, and it kept cropping it all off, and I kept saying, why are you cropping it? It was a right nightmare.
Well, I've seen it. It's AI is limited, right? Because I've seen someone made a video once on them trying to get AI to do what is it? Excuse me. To try and do what was it? A wine glass with wine full to the brim, something like that. And it kept not doing it. It kept doing it, the wine halfway up, or it would be, if it was full to the brim, it'd be flowing over the sides, something like that. No matter what, it wouldn't give it just a normal full glass of wine. Then you think about it in real life. When do you ever see people taking photographs of glasses of wine that are full to the brim? That's usually like a little bit under. You know what I mean? They're never full to the brim. So the AI, you'd never really probably seen a picture of wine with a glass of wine that was full to the brim. It just couldn't do it. It couldn't do it. It was either flowing over or just a normal glass of wine or some arrangement of some sort, but it would never do it full to the brim. So it's very limited. But this background generator is a lot better than my Canva generator.
That Canva one's terrible.
Oh, I know. I have to do certain prompts, and I pay for that as well. I pay for it. Mad. But it's getting better. It is getting better. But yeah, it's the only thing I'll use it for is prompts like this. I won't use it for songs or to talk to. I would. I mean, you get chatbots, Jesus chatbots nowadays, and there was a Jesus chatbot that encouraged, just to speak, someone to go and end their life. You know, and these Jesus chatbots, character chatbots, it's horrible stuff. Anyway, continue. Right, yeah, I'll not keep that one because it's not brilliant. But yeah, obviously I have to give it the correct prompt.
And when the sons of the prophets which were to view at Jericho saw him, they said, The spirit of Elijah doth rest on Elisha. And they came to meet him, and bowed themselves to the ground before him. And they said unto him, Behold now, there be with thy servants 50 strong men.
DJ.
Let them go.
Yeah.
That was quite interesting. The spirit of Elijah rests on him, a bit like similar to John the Baptist.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I mean, some Bibles don't say things that way. So, I mean, I don't know for sure if any others, but Bibles say it that way at this minute. But some Bibles don't say things the way they word things is not as good, I'd say, as other Bibles. But yeah, no, it is interesting, without a doubt. Just the terminology is interesting to me.
We pray thee, and seek thy master, lest peradventure the Spirit of the Lord hath taken him up, and cast him upon some mountain, or into some valley. And he said, Ye shall not send. And when they urged him till he was ashamed, he said,
Sorry, but I do like that one. Jesus going to take a penalty with the globe, kicking it into a cosmic football pitch.
It does look good in a footy kit, like.
He does look good in a footy kit. But the thing is, I've always seen, if he plays football, I've always seen Jesus as the goalkeeper, because goalkeepers save. Jesus saves. You know what I mean?
50 men, and they sought him 3 days, but found him not. And when they came again to him, for he tarried at Jericho, he said unto them, Did I not say unto you, Go not? And the men of the city said unto Elisha, Behold, I pray thee, the situation.
I haven't got that anymore. I got rid of it, babe. I had to delete them. I only had enough room for one at a time. But then I got rid of a lot of other stuff. So I've got enough room for a few of them.
How much do you have to spend then?
The situation of this city is pleasant, as my Lord seeth. But the water is naught, and the ground barren. And he said, Bring me a new cruse, and put salt therein. And they brought it to him. And he went forth unto the spring of the waters, and cast the salt in there, and said, Thus saith the Lord, I have healed these waters. There shall not be from thence any more death or barren land. So the waters were healed unto this day, according to the saying of Elisha which he spake. And he went up from thence unto Bethel, and as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city, and mocked him, and said unto him, Go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head. And he turned.
I tell you what, man, go up that bald. That's great. That's great. At least he's not talking about the same one we were talking about. That would have been a good scripture to
It's
come out
uncanny,
yesterday.
isn't it? Very
Yeah.
uncanny.
That would have been a great scripture for yesterday. But that's quite just even hearing that, it's wow, it's funny. It's like when I found out that the other day when it says about with them standing pissing up against the wall, pissing up the wall, it's just a terminology. It's an idiom for just a load of men. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it would have meant they're wasting something or but yeah, good.
Back and looked on them and cursed them in the name of the Lord. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood, and tare 42 children of them. And he went from thence to Mount Carmel, and from thence he returned to Samaria. Chapter 3. Now Jehoram the son of Ahab
Do they
began...
have bears over there?
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Or did they have bears over there? Like, have they been extinct in that area? Interesting.
I wonder. No,
Maybe so.
Hey, Derek.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Derek.
Good to see you, man.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you guys, right?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
20 to 4, so it's still afternoon. Bless you, bro. Right.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, I'll check that out, bro. I'll check that out. Hold on. Let's check that out. I wonder.
to reign over Israel in Samaria the 18th year of Jehoshaphat king of Judah, and reigned 12 years. And he wrought evil in the sight of the Lord, but not like his father and like his mother, for he put away the image of Baal that his father had made. Nevertheless, he cleaved unto the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, which made Israel to sin. He departed not therefrom. And Mesha king of Moab was a sheep master, and rendered unto the king of Israel 100,000 lambs, and 100,000 rams with the wool. But it came to pass when Ahab was dead, that the king of Moab rebelled against the king of Israel. And King Jehoram went out of Samaria the same time, and numbered all Israel. And he went and sent to Jehoshaphat the king.
Not anymore, Michael. They've been extinct in that area since 1917. So there was.
There were there. Yeah, well,
yeah.
That's some good
absolutely
evidence, like, isn't it? You know,
absolutely. Yeah, it says a bit. They're not anymore. None around that area anymore. But 1917, they say, was the last recorded one, something like that. 1917. So yeah, absolutely. Because I wouldn't have thought. Yeah, thinking about it straight away, you think, have you ever thought, equated that area with bears? And I've thought no. But yeah, absolutely. So
just interesting to see whether like they tell us that there were bears over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So that's great. That's great.
King of Judah, saying, the king of Moab hath rebelled against me. Wilt thou go with me against Moab to battle? And he said, I will go up. I am as thou art, my people as thy people, and my horses as thy horses. And he said, which way shall we go up? And he answered, the way through the wilderness of Edom. So the king of Israel went, and the king of Judah, and the king of Edom. And they fetched a compass of 7 days' journey. And there was no water for the host, and for the cattle that followed them. And the king of Israel said, alas, that the Lord hath called these 3 kings together to deliver them into the hand of Moab. But Jehoshaphat said, is there not here a prophet of the Lord, that we may inquire of the Lord by him? And one of the king of Israel's servants answered and said, here is Elisha the son of Shaphat, which poured water on the hands of Elijah.
I was going to say, because Elijah's gone now, so yeah, next prophet. Next.
And Jehoshaphat said, the word of the Lord is with him. So the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat and the king of Edom went down to him. And Elisha said unto the king of Israel, what have I to do with thee? Get thee to the prophets of thy father, and to the prophets of thy mother. And the king of Israel said unto him, nay, for the Lord hath called these 3 kings together to deliver them into the hand of Moab. And Elisha said, as the Lord of hosts liveth, before whom I stand, surely were it not that I regard the presence of Jehoshaphat the king of Judah, I would not look toward thee nor see thee. But now bring me a minstrel. And it came to pass, when the minstrel played, that the hand of the Lord came upon him. And he
so
said,
minstrel's just what I thought it was. Okay, I was going to check that to see if it was the same. Okay.
It's like a chocolate sweet.
Yeah, and you can say that. But yeah, I was just wondering if it was some kind of musician. You know. But yeah, no, because I think of like obviously.
You ever watched?
I know it's
you ever
racist.
watched?
Go on.
Have you ever watched Witcher?
I know what you're on about, but no, I didn't.
His tag-alongs are like a minstrel.
Okay. I hear in The Witcher that it's not Henry Cavill anymore, is it?
Yeah, it's changed. Like it did my head in when I saw it. Like,
yeah, Henry. I mean,
same guy, and then I thought, oh, it is same guy, and then I thought, no, it's not same guy.
It's not. I mean, no, I do know they've changed it because I've seen ads on it, and I just seen. I was like, oh, what happened to Henry Cavill then? But maybe he's getting too old.
I hate it when they do
to me,
that.
Superman.
Yeah, I don't. Probably filming something else, maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't know how it works.
It's like with Doctor Who. Nobody liked the next Doctor Who until they liked the next Doctor Who, and then they were dreading the next Doctor Who. Oh no, you look forward to the next Doctor Who. You know you're going to miss the old Doctor Who.
I'll be honest. I never liked Tom. Him will come after cricket suited one.
Oh yeah, you call
curly hair.
Yeah. Colin.
Can't say Colin Baker. I never liked
Colin Baker. Yeah. You didn't like Colin Baker. He was the worst of the Doctor Who's back in the day. He got a kind of a weird series where he was put on trial. So there was a whole series where he was on trial with the Time Lords.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want him in there anyway. He only did 2 seasons really. I don't think it was his fault. I think it was the way Doctor Who was going at the time. And they didn't like him for some reason. Because he was in Doctor Who before he was the Doctor. He played a soldier of Gallifrey. He played the soldier of Gallifrey who arrested Tom Baker. Tom Baker when Tom Baker was the Doctor. So yeah, he was in Doctor Who beforehand, but just not as the Doctor. You know, same as Peter Capaldi. He was in Doctor Who before he came the Doctor. He played a citizen of Pompeii, because when the Pompeii, the volcanic thing, he played a citizen of that, and later on became the Doctor. And then that story played into it, and it was about he got that face to remind him of something about just having a bit of mercy and just save one person. You know, when he couldn't. There were certain times where the Doctor couldn't interfere, like certain events like that, the Pompeii eruption. It's a set thing in time. You know what I mean? So he wasn't meant to interfere, but his assistant, who was Catherine Tate at the time, kind of said, just save one person, break the rules, one person. And he did, sort of thing. So it was a kind of a lesson for him. Not that you need to know that. I'm just a Doctor Who fan and buff. Except from New Who's terrible, even though I watch it just to try and hope it gets better. But it's terrible. It's so woke. It's unbelievable. Right. Anyway, shut up, PG. You're being a geek.
Thus saith the Lord, make this valley full of ditches. For thus saith the Lord, ye shall not see wind, neither shall ye see rain, yet that valley shall be filled with water, that ye may drink, both ye and your cattle and your beasts.
Ooh.
And this is but a light thing in the sight of the Lord.
Yeah, I mean, to us, that's a big miracle. I mean, no rain, but plenty of water. You know, a little thing in the sight of the Lord, but for us, a big miracle.
He will deliver the Moabites also into your hand. And ye shall smite every fenced city, and every choice city, and shall fell every good tree, and stop all wells of water, and mar every good piece of land with stones. And it came to pass in the morning, when the meat offering was offered, that, behold, there came water by the way of Edom, and the country was filled with water. And when all the Moabites heard that the kings were come up to fight against them, they gathered all that were able to put on armor and upward, and stood in the border. And they rose up early in the morning, and the sun shone upon the water. And the Moabites saw the water on the other side as red as blood, and they said, This is blood. The kings are surely slain, and they have now smitten one another. Now therefore, Moab, to the spoil. And when they came to the camp of Israel, the Israelites rose up and smote the Moabites, so that they fled before them. But they went forward smiting the Moabites even in their country. And they beat down the cities, and on every good piece of land cast every man his stone, and filled it. And they stopped all the wells of water, and felled all the good trees. Only in Kirharaseth left they the stones thereof. Howbeit the slingers went about it and smote it. And when the king of Moab saw that the battle was too sore for him, he took with him 700 men that drew swords, to break through even unto the king of Edom, but they could not. Then he took his eldest son that should have reigned in his stead, and offered him for a burnt offering upon the wall. And there was great indignation against Israel. And they departed from him, and returned to their own land. Chapter 4. Now there cried a certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets unto Elisha, saying, Thy servant my husband is dead, and thou knowest that thy servant did fear the Lord, and the creditor is come to take unto him my 2 sons to be bondmen. And Elisha said unto her, What shall I do for thee? Tell me, what hast thou in the house? And she said, Thine handmaid hath not anything in the house save a pot of oil. Then he said, Go, borrow thee vessels abroad of all thy neighbors, even empty vessels. Borrow not a few. And when thou art come in, thou shalt shut the door upon thee and upon thy sons, and shalt pour out into all those vessels, and thou shalt set aside that which is full. So she went from him, and shut the door upon her and upon her sons, who brought the vessels to her, and she poured out. And it came to pass, when the vessels were full, that she said unto her son, Bring me yet a vessel. And he said unto her, There is not a vessel more. And the oil stayed. Then she came and told the man of God, and he said, Go, sell the oil, and pay thy debt, and live thou and thy children of the rest. And it fell on a day that Elisha passed to Shunem, where was a great woman, and she constrained him to eat bread. And so it was, that as oft as he passed by, he turned in thither to eat bread. And she said unto her husband, Behold now, I perceive that this is an holy man of God, which passeth by us continually. Let us make a little chamber, I pray thee, on the wall, and let us set for him there a bed, and a table, and a stool, and a candlestick. And it shall be, when he cometh to us, that he shall turn in thither. And it fell on a day that he came thither, and he turned into the chamber, and lay there. And he said to Gehazi his servant, Call this Shunammite. And when he had called her, she stood before him. And he said unto him, Say now unto her, Behold, thou hast been careful for us with all this care. What is to be done for thee? Wouldest thou be spoken for to the king, or to the captain of the host? And she answered, I dwell among mine own people. And he said, What then is to be done for her? And Gehazi answered, Verily she hath no child, and her husband is old. And he said, Call her. And when he had called her, she stood in the door. And he said, About this season, according to the time of life, thou shalt embrace a son. And she said, Nay, my lord, thou man of God, do not lie unto thine handmaid. And the woman conceived, and bare a son at that season that Elisha had said unto her, according to the time of life. And when the child was grown, it fell on a day that he went out to his father to the reapers. And he said unto his father, My head, my head. And he said to a lad, Carry him to his mother. And when he had taken him and brought him to his mother, he sat on her knees till noon, and then died. And she went up and laid him on the bed of the man of God, and shut the door upon him, and went out. And she called unto her husband, and said, Send me, I pray thee, one of the young men, and one of the asses, that I may run to the man of God, and come again. And he said, Wherefore wilt thou go to him today? It is neither new moon nor Sabbath. And she said, It shall be well. Then she saddled an ass, and said to her servant, Drive and go forward. Slack not thy riding for me, except I bid thee. So she went, and came unto the man of God to Mount Carmel. And it came to pass, when the man of God saw her afar off, that he said to Gehazi his servant, Behold, yonder is that Shunammite. Run now, I pray thee, to meet her, and say unto her, Is it well with thee? Is it well with thy husband? Is it well with the child? And she answered, It is well. And when she came to the man of God to the hill, she caught him by the feet. But Gehazi came near to thrust her away. And the man of God said, Let her alone, for her soul is vexed within her. And the Lord hath hid it from me, and hath not told me. Then she said, Did I desire a son of my Lord? Did I not say, Do not deceive me? Then he said to Gehazi, Gird up thy loins, and take my staff in thine hand, and go thy way. If thou meet any man, salute him not, and if any salute thee, answer him not again. And lay my staff upon the face of the child.
Hey, Valley Parks, good to see you. You're in the vertical stream, by the way. If you want to be in the horizontal stream, that's next door. Same as this, it's just fills the screen, that's all. But good to see you, Valley Parks. I haven't seen you in a little while. Good to see you.
And the mother of the child said, As the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. Then he arose and followed her. And Gehazi passed on before them, and laid the staff upon the face of the child. But there was neither voice nor hearing. Wherefore he went again to meet him, and told him, saying, The child is not awaked. And when Elisha was come into the house, behold, the child was dead, and laid upon his bed. He went in, therefore, and shut the door upon them twain, and prayed unto the Lord. And he went up, and lay upon the child, and put his mouth upon his mouth, and his eyes upon his eyes, and his hands upon his hands. And he stretched himself upon the child. And the flesh of the child waxed warm. Then he returned, and walked in the house to and fro, and went up and stretched himself upon him. And the child sneezed 7 times. And the child opened his eyes.
7.
And he called Gehazi, and said, Call this Shunammite. So he called her. And when she was come in unto him, he said, Take up thy son. Then she went in, and fell at his feet, and bowed herself to the ground, and took up her son, and went out. And Elisha came again to Gilgal, and there was a dearth in the land, and the sons of the prophets were sitting before him. And he said unto his
dearth.
There not have been a dearth.
David Weiss is this old, is he? Well, he's like 6,000, what, 5,000 years old or something? 6,000 years old, maybe. That.
servant, set on the great pot, and seethe pottage for the sons of the prophets.
Oh, you lack sometimes. You're busy. I'm just letting you know that you're in the horizontal stream. You're in like the mobile phone stream section. If you wanted to be in the kind of PC stream section, if you wanted to be, it's next door, the normal one. Because these vertical streams are a new thing on StreamYard. Just stream, it's 2 streams, 2 separate streams, same stream, but one's a different aspect from the other, you know, a different layout sort of thing.
And one went out into the field to gather herbs, and found a wild vine, and gathered thereof wild gourds.
Where you're at, Valley, you could see Jesus is about to kick the ball because of the layout. We can't, it's behind. Jesus is about to kick the globe. You know?
Full, and came and shred them into the pot of pottage, for they knew them not. So they poured out for the
You're all good there. Cool.
men to eat.
5.
And it came to pass, as they were eating of the pottage, that they cried out and said, O thou man of God, there is death in the pot. And they could not eat thereof. But he said, Then bring meal. And
Yeah, that's one thing I've always meant to ask. Baz always does it as well. Like when I ask if the audio is fine, you know, like sometimes it messes up and that. And Baz and everybody else or whoever, I always put 5 times 5. Why is that? I've never asked why did it put 5 5.
It's like army talk, isn't it? Radio talk.
Oh, is that what it is? It's just right. I kind of thought it might be something like that, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was just something specific to audio itself, you know, like if you're a DJ or someone that's working in the studio or something, or if it is just something like that, like radio talk kind of thing. Okay.
cast it into the pot, and he said, Pour out for the people that they may eat. And there was no harm in the pot. And there came a man from Baal Shalisha, and brought the man of God bread of the first fruits, 20 loaves of barley, and full ears of corn in the husk thereof. And he said, Give unto the people that they may eat. And his servitor said, What? Should I set this before 100 men? He said again, Give the people that they may eat. For thus saith the Lord, They shall eat, and shall leave thereof. So he set it before them, and they did eat, and left thereof, according to the word of the Lord.
Jack Burton has best trucker talk.
Oh, we'll have to do Convoy one weekend. Love that film. Remember watching it every time as a kid. But, yeah, that's some of that trucker talk's pretty cool. It's funny.
Chapter 5.
I mean, who didn't like watching Cannibal Run and things like that? You know what I mean? Smokey and the Bandit. Fantastic, man. 10 foot low. I'm just saying, like, no, it's just in case you wanted to talk to each other, Valley, because you won't be able to see their comments over here and vice versa unless I put them up on the screen. That's all.
Now Naaman, captain of the host of the king of
Well,
Syria,
you can actually. You can see him on the overlay, but you know.
was a great man with his master, and honorable, because by him the Lord had given deliverance unto Syria. He was also a mighty man in valor. But he was a leper. And the Syrians had gone out by companies, and had brought away captive out of the land of Israel a little maid, and she waited on Naaman's wife. And she said unto her mistress, Would God my Lord were with the prophet that is in Samaria, for he would recover him of his leprosy. And one went in and told his lord, saying, Thus and thus said the maid that is of the land of Israel. And the king of Syria said, Go to, go, and I will send a letter unto the king of Israel. And he departed, and took with him 10 talents of silver, and 6,000 pieces of gold, and 10 changes of raiment. And he brought the letter to the king of Israel, saying, Now when this letter is come unto thee, behold, I have therewith sent Naaman my servant to thee, that thou mayest recover him of his leprosy. And it came to pass, when the king of Israel had read the letter, that he rent his clothes, and said, Am I God, to kill and to make alive, that this man doth send unto me to recover a man of his leprosy?
It's my mum's birthday. It's my mum's birthday. I did say happy birthday yesterday.
What causes leprosy? Like,
don't know, but I think like there's I don't know, but I mean back in that day, like leprosy in the Bible seems to be like withered away, skin disorder, but withered away. I think nowadays I'd be classed as I think any kind of skin disorder was leprosy, really, wasn't it? But we always see it as this kind of withering away of the skin and hands and that. I don't know. I'm not sure what causes it actually. It's kind of let's check that out.
Wherefore consider, I pray you, and see how he seeketh a quarrel against me. And it was so, when Elisha the man of God had heard that the king of Israel had rent his clothes, that he sent to the king, saying, Wherefore hast thou rent thy clothes? Let him come now to me, and he shall...
Right, leprosy is caused by bacteria, Mycobacterium leprae. That's the Latin name for it, and transmitted through close and prolonged contact with an infected person via airborne droplets from their nose and mouth. Whilst, oh yeah, of course, that's the normal. And why most people have natural immunity and don't develop symptoms, close and prolonged contact with an untreated person. So it's, wow. So leprosy, that's why they couldn't come near anyone. It's very contagious. You know what I mean?
But I mean, because like leprosy would have been a thing around King James time. Is it the same thing? Like, what is it in Hebrew? Like, I wonder.
I'm just saying, is leprosy? Bible, the same as today. No, biblical leprosy is not the same as modern Hansen's disease, right? Gosh, the biblical term tesseract was a catch-all word for various skin ailments. So leprosy is any skin ailment. Yeah. So, but there was a withering of the hands back in the Old Testament, and that wasn't that. But that wasn't that done intentionally. Usually, I don't know. Biblical term, discoloration. It could also refer to discoloration on clothings or walls. Modern leprosy or Hansen's disease is a specific single infectious disease. Yeah, so biblical leprosy is all skin diseases. That's kind of what we say anyway, because remember we said to each other we'd be classed as leprous just for having dermatitis and psoriasis, you know. Yeah, okay. So I wonder what. So they must have took the biblical word leprosy and attributed it to a modern day disease. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, but
at
it's
that
different.
time.
It's different. It's different from in the Bible, leprosy. It's different. I've just checked it out. What was you saying, Michael? Sorry.
I would just say leprosy were a thing like in medieval times, weren't it? So
Yeah.
stands to reason that that's what they used for King James.
Of course.
Know that there is a prophet in Israel. So Naaman came with his horses and with his chariot, and stood at the door of the house of Elisha. And Elisha sent a messenger unto him, saying, Go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be clean. But Naaman was wroth, and went away and said, Behold, I thought he will surely come out to me, and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God, and strike his hand over the place, and recover the leper. Are not Abana and Pharpar, rivers of Damascus, better than all the waters of Israel? May I not wash in them and be clean? So he turned, and went away in a rage. And his servants came near, and spake unto him, and said, My father, if the prophet had bid thee do some great thing, wouldest thou not have done it? How much rather then, when he saith to thee, Wash and be clean? Then went he down, and dipped himself 7 times in Jordan, according to the saying of the man of God.
7 comes up a lot, doesn't it? Definitely, it's one of those numbers that, well, we know about the number 7 anyway. God's number of completion or perfection, something like that. Yeah, there is certain thing about numbers. That doesn't mean to say go and blooming calculate everything with gematria. But there's certainly numbers that mean things.
And his flesh came again like unto the flesh of a little child, and he was clean. And he returned to the man of God, he and all his company, and came and stood before him, and he said, Behold, now I know that there is no God in all the earth but in Israel. Now therefore I pray thee, take a blessing of thy servant. But he said, As the Lord liveth, before whom I stand, I will receive none. And he urged him to take it, but he refused. And Naaman said, Shall there not then, I pray thee, be given to thy servant 2 mules' burden of earth? For thy servant will henceforth offer neither burnt offering nor sacrifice unto other gods.
We'll leave this playing, guys, and we'll grab another coffee. He had 7, what's that, sorry? It's no. Yes, 7-11-33. Yeah, oh yeah, of course, we're talking about numbers. And yeah, I absolutely, but Thomas, absolutely, bro. Definitely. Oh, wrong one. 8 is eternal. Yeah, that's why they use it for infinity, isn't it? That's why they use it for infinity. Sideways, though.
But unto the Lord. In this thing the Lord pardon thy servant, that when my master goeth into the house of Rimmon to worship there, and he leaneth on my hand, and I bow myself in the house of Rimmon, when I bow down myself in the house of Rimmon, the Lord pardon thy servant in this thing. And he said unto him, Go in peace. So he departed from him a little way. But Gehazi, the servant of Elisha the man of God, said, Behold, my master hath spared Naaman this Syrian, in not receiving at his hands that which he brought. But as the Lord liveth, I will run after him, and take somewhat of him. So Gehazi followed after Naaman, and when Naaman saw him running after him, he lighted down from the chariot to meet him, and said, Is all well? And he said, All is well. My master hath sent me, saying, Behold, even now there be come to me from Mount Ephraim 2 young men of the sons of the prophets. Give them, I pray thee, a talent of silver, and 2 changes of garments. And Naaman said, Be content, take 2 talents. And he urged him, and bound 2 talents of silver in 2 bags, with 2 changes of garments, and laid them upon 2 of his servants. And they bare them before him. And when he came to the tower, he took them from their hand, and bestowed them in the house. And he let the men go, and they departed. But he went in, and stood before his master. And Elisha said unto him, Whence comest thou, Gehazi? And he said, Thy servant went no whither. And he said unto him, Went not mine heart with thee, when the man turned again from his chariot to meet thee? Is it a time to receive money, and to receive garments, and oliveyards, and vineyards, and sheep, and oxen, and men servants, and maid servants? The leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave unto thee, and unto thy seed forever. And he went out from his presence, a leper as white as snow. Chapter 6. And the sons of the prophets said unto Elisha, Behold now, the place where we dwell with thee is too strait for us. Let us go, we pray thee, unto Jordan, and take thence every man a beam, and let us make us a place there where we may dwell. And he answered, Go ye. And one said, Be content, I pray thee, and go with thy servants. And he answered, I will go. So he went with them. And when they came to Jordan, they cut down wood. But as one was felling a beam, the axe head fell into the water, and he cried and said, Alas, master, for it was borrowed. And the man of God said, Where fell it? And he showed him the place. And he cut down a stick, and cast it in thither, and the iron did swim. Therefore said he, Take it up to thee. And he put out his hand and took it.
Hold on. What swam? What
Axe
swam?
head.
Oh, the axe head swam. The iron part swam. It floated. Ooh. Lord's involved there. Oh, Baz, I've said. Sorry, bro. I was making a coffee, bro. Sorry. I didn't see you there, dude.
No worries.
Then the king of Syria warred against Israel, and took counsel with his servants, saying, In such and such a place shall be my...
Do you hear that, Baz, there? The axe head floated, swam.
Aye.
So the Lord's involved there because that doesn't in general happen, guys. It's usually denser.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard the argument that he somehow manipulated the stick to be magnetic, but whatever.
camp. And the man of God sent unto the king of Israel, saying, Beware that thou pass not such a place, for thither the Syrians are come down. And the king of Israel sent to the place which the man of God told him and warned him of, and saved himself there, not once nor twice. Therefore the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing, and he called his servants, and said unto them, Will ye not show me which of us is for the king of Israel? And one of his servants said, None, my lord, O king. But Elisha, the prophet that is in Israel, telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchamber. And he said, Go and spy where he is, that I may send and fetch him. And it was told him, saying, Behold...
I mean, since Solomon, we've had a few evil kings now, haven't we? Few evil kings of Israel. The rebellious lot.
Behold, he is in Dothan. Therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host. And they came by night, and compassed the city about. And when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, an host compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes, that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord, and said, Smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness, according to the word of Elisha. And Elisha said unto them, This is not the way, neither is this the city. Follow me, and I will bring you to the man whom ye seek. But he led them to Samaria. And it came to pass, when they were come into Samaria, that Elisha said, Lord, open the eyes of these men, that they may see. And the Lord opened their eyes, and they saw, and behold, they were in the midst of Samaria. And the king of Israel said unto Elisha, when he saw them, My father, shall I smite them? Shall I smite them? And he answered, Thou shalt not smite them. Wouldest thou smite those whom thou hast taken captive with thy sword and with thy bow? Set bread and water before them, that they may eat and drink and go to their master. And he prepared great provision for them. And when they had eaten and drunk, he sent them away, and they went to their master. So the bands of Syria came no more into the land of Israel. And it came to pass after this, that Benhadad king of Syria gathered all his host, and went up and besieged Samaria. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it, until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a cab of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. And as the king of Israel was passing by upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help, my lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord do not help thee, whence shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor, or out of the winepress? And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow. So we boiled my son, and did eat him. And I said unto her on the next day, Give thy son, that we may eat him. And she hath hid her son. And it came to pass, when the king heard the words of the woman, that he rent his clothes. And he passed by upon the wall, and the people looked, and behold, he had sackcloth within upon his flesh. Then he said, God do so and more also to me, if the head of Elisha the son of Shaphat shall stand on him this day. But Elisha sat in his house, and the elders sat with him. And the king sent a man from before him. But ere the messenger came to him, he said to the elders, See ye how this son of a murderer hath sent to take away mine head? Look, when the messenger cometh, shut the door, and hold him fast at the door. Is not the sound of his master's feet behind him? And while he yet talked with them, behold, the messenger came down unto him. And he said, Behold, this evil is of the Lord. What should I wait for the Lord any longer? Chapter 7. Then Elisha said, Hear ye the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, Tomorrow, about this time, shall a measure of fine flour be sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley for a shekel in the gate of Samaria. Then a lord on whose hand the king leaned answered the man of God and said, Behold, if the Lord would make windows in heaven, might this thing be? And he said, Behold.
He did, because they opened. I know what he's saying, though. Different terminology. Same terminology, different meaning, sorry.
Behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shalt not eat thereof. And there were 4 leprous men at the entering in of the gate, and they said one to another, Why sit we here until we die? If we say, We will enter into the city, then the famine is in the...
There's always been skin disorders as well, you know. See, nothing new under the sun, guys.
in the city, and we shall die there. And if we sit still here, we die also. Now, therefore, come, and let us fall unto the host of the Syrians. If they save us alive, we shall live, and if they kill us, we shall but die. And they rose up in the twilight to go unto the camp of the Syrians. And when they were come to the uttermost part of the camp of Syria, behold, there was no man there. For the Lord had made the host of the Syrians to hear a noise of chariots and a noise of horses, even the noise of a great host. And they said one to another, Lo, the king of Israel hath hired against us the kings of the Hittites and the kings of the Egyptians to come upon us. Wherefore they arose and fled in the twilight, and left their tents and their horses and their asses, even the camp as it was, and fled for their life. And when these lepers came to the uttermost part of the camp, they went into one tent, and did eat and drink, and carried thence silver and gold and raiment, and went and hid it, and came again, and entered into another tent, and carried thence also, and went and hid it. Then they said one to another, We do not well. This day is a day of good tidings, and we hold our peace. If we tarry till the morning light, some mischief will come upon us. Now therefore come, that we may go and tell the king's household. So they came and called unto the porter of the city, and they told them, saying, We came to the camp of the Syrians, and behold, there was no man there, neither voice of man, but horses tied and asses tied, and the tents as they were. And he called the porters, and they told it to the king's house within. And the king arose in the night, and said unto his servants, I will now show you what the Syrians have done to us. They know that we be hungry. Therefore are they gone out of the camp to hide themselves in the field, saying, When they come out of the city, we shall catch them alive and get into the city. And one of his servants answered and said, Let some take, I pray thee, 5 of the horses that remain, which are left in the city. Behold, they are as all the multitude of Israel that are left in it. Behold, I say, they are even as all the multitude of the Israelites that are consumed. And let us send and see. They took therefore 2 chariot horses, and the king sent after the host of the Syrians, saying, Go and see. And they went after them unto Jordan. And lo, all the way was full of garments and vessels, which the Syrians had cast away in their haste. And the messengers returned and told the king. And the people went out and spoiled the tents of the Syrians. So a measure of fine flour was sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley for a shekel, according to the word of the Lord. And the king appointed the Lord on whose hand he leaned to have the charge of the gate. And the people trode upon him in the gate, and he died, as the man of God had said, who spake when the king came down to him. And it came to pass, as the man of God had spoken to the king, saying, 2 measures of barley for a shekel, and a measure of fine flour for a shekel, shall be tomorrow about this time in the gate of Samaria. And that Lord answered the man of God and said, Now behold, if the Lord should make windows in heaven, might such a thing be? And he said, Behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shalt not eat thereof. And so it fell out unto him, for the people trode upon him in the gate, and he died. Chapter 8.
Hold on, I missed that. Who just died? The king? Or was it somebody else? Because, no, it's not the king, was it? It was somebody else. Hold on, I don't know why I missed that. And the king, all right, hold on. And the king appointed the Lord on those who had charge the gate, and the people trode upon. Right, so it's not the king that died. Good.
Yeah,
I've got to say good because that's not how he. Because I've got to say good because that's not how he dies. So I was thinking it can't be the king, it's because obviously I've missed something if that's how it's saying he died. Sorry, Baz, what was you saying?
Doesn't say it was the man of God that was like shouting out.
Right, yeah, of course.
Hand he leaned to have the charge of the gate. And the people trode upon him in the gate, and he died, as the man of God had said, who spake when the king came down to him.
Right.
And it came to pass, as the man of God had spoken to the king, saying, 2 measures of barley for a shekel, and a measure of fine flour for a shekel, shall be tomorrow about this time in the gate of Samaria. And that Lord answered the man of God and said, Now behold, if the Lord should make windows in heaven, might such a thing be? And he said, Behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shalt not eat thereof. And so it fell out unto him, for the people trode upon him in the gate, and he died. Chapter 8.
Okay, Thomas, bless you, brother. Absolutely keeping our prayers for the addiction thing. Bless you, brother. Bless you, man. And I'll talk to you in a little bit, man. See you tomorrow, because I won't be on today. That's why I won't be today, but I'll be on tomorrow. Absolutely. It's movie night tomorrow night as well, but I'll probably be on in the afternoon, tomorrow afternoon also. Bless you, man.
Then spake Elisha unto the woman whose son he had restored to life, saying, Arise and go, thou and thine household, and sojourn wheresoever thou canst sojourn. For the Lord hath called for a famine, and it shall also come upon the land 7 years. And the woman arose, and did after the saying of the man of God. And she went with her household, and sojourned in the land of the Philistines 7 years. And it came to pass at the 7 years' end, that the woman returned out of the land of the Philistines, and she went forth to cry unto the king for her house and for her land. And the king talked with Gehazi, the servant of the man of God, saying, Tell me, I pray thee, all the great things that Elisha hath done. And it came to pass, as he was telling the king how he had restored a dead body to life, that, behold, the woman whose son he had restored to life cried to the king for her house and for her land. And Gehazi said, My lord, O king, this is the woman.
Yeah, nice one, Thomas. Much love, man. Tim said that to you as well, Michael. Bless you, bro.
Yeah, I'm just typing now.
Oh, cool.
And this is her son whom Elisha restored to life. And when the king asked the woman, she told him. So the king appointed unto her a certain officer, saying, Restore all that was hers, and all the fruits of the field, since the day that she left the land, even until now. And Elisha came to Damascus. And Benhadad the king of Syria was sick, and it was told him, saying, The man of God is come hither. And the king said unto Hazael, Take a present in thine hand, and go meet the man of God, and inquire of the Lord by him, saying, Shall I recover of this disease? So Hazael went to meet him, and he took a present with him, even of every good thing of Damascus, 40 camels' burden, and came and stood before him, and said, Thy son Benhadad king of Syria hath sent me to thee, saying, Shall I recover of this disease? And Elisha said unto him, Go say unto him, Thou mayest certainly recover. Howbeit the Lord hath showed me that he shall surely die. And he settled his countenance steadfastly until he was ashamed. And the man of God wept. And Hazael said, Why weepeth my lord? And he answered, Because I know the evil that thou wilt do unto the children of Israel. Their strongholds wilt thou set on fire, and their young men wilt thou slay with the sword, and wilt dash their children, and rip up their women with child.
Ooh.
And Hazael said, But what? Is thy servant a dog, that he should do this great thing? And Elisha answered, The Lord hath showed me that thou shalt be king over Syria. So he departed from Elisha, and came to his master, who said to him, What said Elisha to thee? And he answered, He told me that thou shouldest surely recover. And it came to pass on the morrow, that he took a thick cloth, and dipped it in water, and spread it on his face, so that he died. And Hazael reigned in his stead. And in the 5th year of Joram, the son of Ahab, king of Israel, Jehoshaphat being then king of Judah, Jehoram, the son of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, began to reign. 32 years old was he when he began to reign, and he reigned 8 years in Jerusalem. And he walked in the way of the kings of Israel, as did the house of Ahab. For the daughter of Ahab was his wife, and he did evil in the sight of the Lord. Yet the Lord would not destroy Judah for David his servant's sake, as he promised him to give him always a light, and to his children.
Oh, see?
In his days,
even though there's evil kings since David, that's God still being faithful and sticks to his word, you know? For David's sake, that's what he said.
Edom revolted from under the hand of Judah, and made a king over themselves. So Joram went over to Zair, and all the chariots with him. And he rose by night, and smote the Edomites which compassed him about, and the captains of the chariots, and the people fled into their tents. Yet Edom revolted from under the hand of Judah unto this day. Then Libnah revolted at the same time. And the rest of the acts of Joram, and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah? And Joram slept with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of David. And Ahaziah his son reigned in his stead. In the 12th year of Joram the son of Ahab king of Israel, did Ahaziah the son of Jehoram king of Judah begin to reign. 22 years.
It's kind of weird even Old Testament scripture talking about previous scripture also. Isn't that mad? Isn't that mad?
Old was
It'd be nice if someone found these books, man. That'd be great.
Ahaziah when he began to reign, and he reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Athaliah, the daughter of Omri, king of Israel. And he walked in the way of the house of Ahab, and did evil in the sight of the Lord, as did the house of Ahab, for he was the son-in-law of the house of Ahab. And he went with Joram the son of Ahab to the war against Hazael king of Syria in Ramoth-Gilead, and the Syrians wounded Joram. And King Joram went back to be healed in Jezreel of the wounds which the Syrians had given him at Ramah when he fought against Hazael king of Syria. And Ahaziah the son of Jehoram king of Judah went down to see Joram the son of Ahab in Jezreel, because he was sick. Chapter 9. And Elisha the prophet called one of the children of the prophets, and said unto him, Gird up thy loins, and take this box of oil in thine hand, and go to Ramoth-Gilead. And when thou comest thither, look out there Jehu the son of Jehoshaphat the son of Nimshi, and go in, and make him arise up from among his brethren, and carry him to an inner chamber. Then take the box of oil, and pour it on his head, and say, Thus saith the Lord, I have anointed thee king over Israel. Then open the door, and flee, and tarry not. So the young man, even the young man the prophet, went to Ramoth-Gilead. And when he came, behold, the captains of the host were sitting, and he said, I have an errand to thee, O captain. And Jehu said, Unto which of all us? And he said, To thee, O captain. And he arose and went into the house. And he poured the oil on his head, and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, I have anointed thee king over the people of the Lord, even over Israel. And thou shalt smite the house of Ahab thy master, that I may avenge the blood of my servants the prophets, and the blood of all the servants of the Lord at the hand of Jezebel. For the whole house of Ahab shall perish, and I will cut off from Ahab him that pisseth against the wall, and him that is shut up and left in his wall. And I will make the house of Ahab like the house of Jeroboam the son of Nebat.
It's so funny that I love that. It's great. It's great. Brilliant. And I love what it means as well. You can just imagine a bunch of pissed up men coming out the pub. You know what I mean? And that's hopping back there. It's nuts. It's nuts. I like it.
And like the house of Baasha, the son of Ahijah. And the dogs shall eat Jezebel in the portion of Jezreel.
Ooh.
And there shall be none to bury him. And he opened the door and fled. Then Jehu came forth to the servants of his lord, and one said unto him, Is all well? Wherefore came this mad fellow to thee? And he said unto them, Ye know the man and his communication.
So Jehu is the king now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jehu. Right. Wow, we're going through kings quite a lot of kings, and not one of them has been good. Well, apart from David himself and maybe Solomon to a certain degree.
And they said, It is false, tell us now. And he said, Thus and thus spake he to me, saying, Thus saith the Lord, I have anointed thee king over Israel.
But Elisha's still prophet at the minute. Yeah.
Then they hasted, and took every man his garment, and put it unto him on the top of the stairs, and blew with trumpets, saying, Jehu is king.
Right.
So Jehu the son of Jehoshaphat the son of Nimshi conspired against Joram. Now Joram had kept Ramoth-Gilead, he and all Israel, because of Hazael king of Syria. But King Joram was returned to be healed in Jezreel of the wounds which the Syrians had given him when he fought with Hazael king of Syria. And Jehu said, If it be your minds, then let none go forth nor escape out of the city to go to tell it in Jezreel. So Jehu rode in a chariot and went to Jezreel, for Joram lay there. And Ahaziah king of Judah was come down to see Joram. And there stood a watchman on the tower in Jezreel, and he spied the company of Jehu as he came, and said, I see a company. And Joram said, Take an horseman, and send to meet them, and let him say, Is it peace? So there went one on horseback to meet him, and said, Thus saith the king, Is it peace? And Jehu said, What hast thou to do with peace? Turn thee behind me. And the watchman told, saying, The messenger came to them, but he cometh not again. Then he sent out a second on horseback, which came to them and said, Thus saith the king, Is it peace? And Jehu answered, What hast thou to do with peace? Turn thee behind me. And the watchman told, saying, He came even unto them, and cometh not again. And the driving is like the driving of Jehu the son of Nimshi, for he driveth furiously. And Joram said, Make ready. And his chariot was made ready. And Joram king of Israel and Ahaziah king of Judah went out, each in his chariot, and they went out against Jehu, and met him in the portion of Naboth the Jezreelite. And it came to pass, when Joram saw Jehu, that he said, Is it peace, Jehu? And he answered, What peace, so long as the whoredoms of thy mother Jezebel and her witchcrafts are so many? And Joram turned his hands and fled, and said to Ahaziah, There is treachery, O Ahaziah. And Jehu drew a bow with his full strength, and smote Jehoram between his arms, and the arrow went out at his heart, and he sunk down in his chariot. Then said Jehu to Bidkar his captain, Take up and cast him in the portion of the field of Naboth the Jezreelite. For remember how that when I and thou rode together after Ahab his father, the Lord laid this burden upon him. Surely I have seen yesterday the blood of Naboth and the blood of his sons, saith the Lord, and I will requite thee in this plat, saith the Lord. Now therefore take and cast him into the plat of ground according to the word of the Lord. But when Ahaziah the king of Judah saw this, he fled by the way of the garden house. And Jehu followed after him and said, Smite him also in the chariot. And they did so.
No way. Do you know on the Rumble side, Michael?
Yeah.
Like probably nobody knows Mikey over there. Mikey, that we were talking 356 views on that one, and it's got no movie with it. Usually, I can only get that kind of views with movies, you know. So like, he's got 300 odd views on Rumble, and nobody knows him over there. Isn't that pretty cool? Well, they probably do. There's probably a few over there, obviously, but you know, in general, I mean, I never usually look at my views over in Rumble, but I get more views over in Rumble than I do on YouTube. I've just noticed that. I'm like 600 in some of them just for normal ones. 400, 500. Oh, it's weird. Usually I get more views with the movie ones, obviously, because a lot of they're on for ages and people come over and watch movies. But even the ones without movies, they used to get like 30, 40 views, but now they're in their hundreds now.
Wow.
That's mad. Rumble's are different. Rumble's got... I like Rumble. You don't get as many trolls over there, but the thing is, if everybody from YouTube was to do Rumble, the trolls would end up over there. And all the flat earthers, all the anti-flat earthers would end up over there to follow them. I mean, Brenda followed me over there. Brenda's subbed to me, following me over there, but never once has Brenda come into my chat. But I did see Brenda and Vlad chat once. But yeah, it's quite mad. Anyway.
People like Vlad tolerate him, like, you know.
Oh, no, I don't get it. I don't get it.
So, at the going up to Gur, which is by Ibleam, and he fled to Megiddo and died there.
And the thing is, well, that unless it's a movie night, if I'm just doing a normal stream, there's hardly anybody ever in the watching live. There might be one or two, maybe three. There's 3 at the minute watching live, but there's never anybody in the chat, and they still get more views than the YouTube side, which is mad. But I know, like, view-wise, more views over there is probably worth less views.
But yeah, but you can't write off that YouTube are holding views back either, you know. I think a lot of our channels have more subs and more views than YouTube lets you think you have. Like,
oh, definitely. Like in Rumble, I don't see my follower count going up, down, up, down, up, down. It stays the same. It either goes up, it might come down 1, but it either goes up or stays the same. YouTube stays the same, or it's down, up, stay the same, down, up. It's all over the place, you know.
Yeah, like since I noticed, I don't know how long it is, like, but it happens every day. Down 1, up 1, down every
day without fail, guaranteed. Like at the start of this stream, I was on 511, and now I'm back to 510. Like if you refresh the screen, it'll say 510 now. Sorry, it's 510, 710. It was 711. Remember, because I said it at the start. Yeah. Now it's 710 again. Up, down.
Carried him in a chariot to Jerusalem and buried him in his sepulchre with his fathers in the city of David. And in the 11th year
you can see that not many people come to scriptural things. I mean, look, there's 4 people watching now. I mean, at the most on a Bible stream, I've seen 10, you know. But, you know, on a normal stream, even if it might not, even non-scriptural stuff, unscriptural stuff, but not straight scripture from the Bible, you know, they'll come to that. But if it's straight Bible, nobody's here. You know what I mean? Nobody's here. These get least views than my normal videos. They sometimes reach 100, hardly ever, but sometimes. But whilst we're live, there's hardly ever. It's just the usual suspects: Bazza, Thomas, you know, me, you, whoever. Sometimes goes up to 10, but in general, people don't come to scriptural ones. But I don't care. I'm going through the full Bible, even if nobody's on.
It's quite sad, isn't it? So many flat earthers aren't interested in scriptures or Jesus. You know, it baffles me.
Really and this is straight Bible. It's not like we're even breaking it down or anything. Yes, now and again we might stop and talk about something, but in general, this is just straight Bible. You know, it just shows that people don't want to hear it. You know,
it makes me wonder. You know, the realness of people. You know, is everybody really a flat earther, or are they just on it for a ride? Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. It's mad. It's mad because you see new names coming in all the time, and it's they're a flat earther. Yeah, just became a flat earther last week, sort of thing. But yeah, you never hear from them again, or they seem a bit trolly and all that. But me, I remember I came a flat earther in 2015, but I didn't even enter a live chat till 2019. 4 years later, I didn't know there was live chats about it. I just watched videos on it and stuff, and read stuff, and seen a few things on Facebook. I was in Facebook. Flat Earthers for Christ, Flat Earthers in Christ. It said a few things about Sheol and all that, and then it seemed as though it was probably a trolly kind of channel. I don't know. It was probably just one of them. It just didn't go anywhere. But yeah, it was for like 4 years. It was like I didn't know you could do live streams and be in live streams and chat to people until one day I came across Ranty, and then Brandon, of course. Then it ended up being Flats and FED and all that, and yeah, it's madness. Didn't know that. I looked for 4 years. It was like, who am I going to talk about this with? And I didn't know there was live streams and stuff.
Well,
and I've been on YouTube since 2013.
I was watching YouTube for a long time without a channel, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, I've had a channel since 2013. Well, I say 2014, but my channel since 2013. I think that's Mandela, right? Because I it's always been 2014 to me, but then it changed to 2013 for some reason. But I didn't know. It was just me. It was just so I could subscribe to people. You know what I mean? Something like that. I didn't know about being able to put videos up. I knew you could put videos up, but I thought you had to. I don't know. Fill out an application for it or something. Do you know? I didn't have a clue. I didn't think you could just straight up just start doing it. You know, didn't have a clue about that. I had an account or a channel, if you want to call it. It's not. I don't really think it's a channel until you bloody put a video up. You know, so it was an account to me. As I just called it my account. I just thought it was an account. Start off with.
You know, my biggest pet hate. People can't even be bothered to make an original avatar. You know, all these random letters.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a letter for a little while, but I didn't know about avatars until I did. You know,
and it's bad for newcomers that do that because most trolls do that, and I'm frowning upon. Like, I think people are trolls, and I've banned people, and then on my channel, and then they've been like, "Whoa, what are you doing, banning me?" Like, you know,
make yourself
like an avatar or put your face on it or something.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, for a while I didn't know could have an avatar until I started doing the live chats, and I'm like, I can't believe they've all got pictures. And then I realized, you know.
Joram the son of Ahab began Ahaziah to reign over Judah. And when Jehu was come to Jezreel, Jezebel heard of it, and she painted her face and tired her head and looked out at a window. And as Jehu entered in at the gate, she said, had Zimri...
No, everybody, like, you hear a load of Christians going about the spirit of Jezebel. Now, yes, I understand what they're saying, but there's no such thing. There's no biblical scripture that says there's a demonic spirit of Jezebel. Yes, Jezebel wasn't a nice person, absolutely, 100%, but there's no such thing as a spirit of Jezebel. You know what I mean? Not scripturally, anyway. And you hear people saying, oh, she's got a spirit of Jezebel. Even a guy, he's got a spirit of Jezebel.
Shimon throws that out all the time.
See, but that's what I'm saying. It's not scriptural. Yes, Jezebel's in the Bible, but no demonic spirit of Jezebel. Well, was Jezebel an Nephilim? No, it can't be a demonic spirit. You know? But yeah, a lot of people say it. A lot of Christians say it. I used to say it myself as being part of the Pentecostal because I was using the buzzwords that everybody else was using. You know what I mean? And because it says Jezebel in the Bible, then you think, oh, of course, yeah. And because you don't realize at the time, I thought as well that fallen angels were demons at that point. You know, didn't have a clue about Nephilim.
My peace, who slew his master? And he lifted up his face to the window and said, who is on my side? Who? And there looked out to him 2 or 3 eunuchs. And he said, throw her down. So they threw her down, and some of her blood was sprinkled on the wall and on the horses, and he trode her under foot. And when he was come in, he did eat and drink, and said, go, see now this cursed woman, and bury her, for she is a king's daughter. And they went to bury her, but they found no more of her than the skull, and the feet, and the palms of her hands. Wherefore they came again and told him.
Derek, what's here? Did he? Well, I was just thinking, I hadn't seen him for ages. Wow.
He dropped out ages ago.
And he said, this is the word of the Lord, which he spake by his servant Elijah the Tishbite, saying, in the portion of Jezreel shall dogs eat the flesh of Jezebel. And the carcass of Jezebel shall be as dung upon the face of the field in the portion of Jezreel.
That's harsh, isn't it? I know, that's harsh. The dogs will eat the flesh of Jezebel, and she will be about dung on the fields. Wow, she couldn't have been a good person. Nuts, isn't it? Wow.
So that
it's really interesting, though. Really interesting how things are described. And people can't see any truth in this, man. Well, not people, not all people, obviously, but, you know, people are trying to say this is a made-up story. Come on.
He shall not say, this is Jezebel. Chapter 10.
Who'd write something
And Ahab,
so...
Exactly.
It's bland, innit, if you know what I mean.
Exactly right, man.
It's not like you won't be writing it thinking this is an epic thriller, or you know what I mean.
No. When we watch
Really
like,
hard to
movies,
read.
like when we watch movies like Ben-Hur and that was probably books beforehand or written about and all that stuff. They don't go into that kind of thing about that kind of detail of flesh being eaten by dogs and being defecated into fields, and that's what she'll become. That's great. Also horrible, but it's great. No, of course not. And also, if someone, whoever made up the Bible, are trying to get people to believe a lie, and believe a Bible that's not true, then why wouldn't they make things more believable? Because nobody believes that someone can live to 900 years old. Nobody believes that. So I do, obviously, back in the day, not now, obviously. So why wouldn't they make it more believable if they were trying to con us? Makes no sense.
No.
Had 70 sons in Samaria. And Jehu wrote letters and sent to Samaria unto the rulers of Jezreel, to the elders, and to them that brought up Ahab's children, saying, Now as soon as this letter cometh to you, seeing your master's sons are with you, and there are with you chariots and horses, a fenced city also, and armor, look even out the best and meetest of your master's sons, and set him on his father's throne, and fight for your master's house. But they were exceedingly afraid, and said, Behold, 2 kings stood not before him. How then shall we stand? And he that was over the house, and he that was over the city, the elders also, and the bringers up of the children, sent to Jehu, saying, We are thy servants, and will do all that thou shalt bid us. We will not make any king. Do thou that which is good in thine eyes. Then he wrote a letter the second time to them, saying, If ye be mine, and if ye will hearken unto my voice, take ye the heads of the men your master's sons, and come to me to Jezreel by tomorrow this time. Now the king's sons, being 70 persons, were with the great men of the city which brought them up. And it came to pass, when the letter came to them, that they took the king's sons, and slew 70 persons, and put their heads in baskets, and sent him them to Jezreel. And there came a messenger, and told him, saying, They have brought the heads of the king's sons. And he said, Lay ye them in 2 heaps at the entering in of the gate until the morning. And it came to pass in the morning, that he went out and stood, and said to all the people, Ye be righteous. Behold, I conspired against my master, and slew him. But who slew all these? Know now that there shall fall unto the earth nothing of the word of the Lord, which the Lord spake concerning the house of Ahab. For the Lord hath done that which he spake by his servant Elijah. So Jehu slew all that remained of the house of Ahab in Jezreel, and all his great men, and his kinsfolks, and his priests, until he left him none remaining. And he arose and departed, and came to Samaria. And as he was at the shearing house in the way, Jehu met with the brethren of Ahaziah king of Judah, and said, Who are ye? And they answered, We are the brethren of Ahaziah, and we go down to salute the children of the king and the children of the queen. And he said, Take them alive. And they took them alive, and slew them at the pit of the shearing house, even 42 men, neither left he any of them. And when he was departed thence, he lighted on Jehonadab the son of Rechab, coming to meet him. And he saluted him, and said to him, Is thine heart right, as my heart is with thy heart? And Jehonadab answered, It is. If it be, give me thine hand. And he gave him his hand, and he took him up to him into the chariot. And he said, Come with me, and see my zeal for the Lord. So they made him ride in his chariot. And when he came to Samaria, he slew all that remained.
At least we got a good king now. At least we got a good king.
Unto Ahab in Samaria, till he had destroyed him, according to the saying of the Lord, which he spake to Elijah. And Jehu gathered all the people together, and said unto them, Ahab served Baal a little, but Jehu shall serve him much. Now therefore, call unto me all the prophets of Baal, all his servants, and all his priests. Let none be wanting, for I have a great sacrifice to do to Baal. Whosoever shall be wanting, he shall not live. But Jehu did it in subtlety, to the intent that he might destroy the worshippers of Baal. And Jehu said, "Proclaim a solemn assembly for Baal." And they proclaimed it. And Jehu sent through all Israel, and all the worshippers of Baal came, so that there was not a man left that came not. And they came into the house of Baal, and the house of Baal was full from one end to another. And he said unto him that was over the vestry, "Bring forth vestments for all the worshippers of Baal." And he brought them forth vestments. And Jehu went, and Jehonadab the son of Rechab, into the house of Baal, and said unto the worshippers of Baal, "Search and look that there be here with you none of the servants of the Lord, but the worshippers of Baal only." And when they went in to offer sacrifices and burnt offerings, Jehu appointed 80 men without, and said, "If any of the men whom I have brought into your hands escape, he that letteth him go, his life shall be for the life of him." And it came to pass, as soon as he had made an end of offering the burnt offering, that Jehu said to the guard and to the captains, "Go in and slay them, let none come forth." And they smote them with the edge of the sword, and the guard and the captains cast them out, and went to the city of the house of Baal. And they brought forth the images out of the house of Baal, and burned them. And they brake down the image of Baal, and brake down the house of Baal, and made it a draught house unto this day. Thus Jehu destroyed Baal out of Israel. Howbeit, from the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin, Jehu departed not from after them, to wit, the golden calves that were in Bethel, and that were in Dan. And the Lord said unto Jehu, "Because thou hast done well in executing that which is right in mine eyes, and hast done unto the house of Ahab according to all that was in mine heart, thy children of the 4th generation shall sit on the throne of Israel." But Jehu took no heed to walk in the law of the Lord God of Israel with all his heart, for he departed not from the sins of Jeroboam, which made Israel to sin. In those days the Lord began to cut Israel short, and Hazael smote them in all the coasts of Israel, from Jordan eastward all the land of Gilead, the Gadites and the Reubenites and the Manassites, from Aroer, which is by the river Arnon, even Gilead and Bashan. Now the rest of the acts of Jehu, and all that he did, and all his might, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel? And Jehu slept with his fathers, and they buried him in Samaria. And Jehoahaz his son reigned in his stead.
Right, so we're in Jehovah. Wow, fairly going through the kings, isn't it? So Jehovah, king now. Okay.
The time that Jehu reigned over Israel in Samaria was 28.
Jehoahaz. Right, okay. So 28 years, okay?
Years. Chapter 11. And when Athaliah the mother of Ahaziah saw that her son was dead, she arose and destroyed all the seed royal. But Jehosheba, the daughter of King Joram, sister of Ahaziah, took Joash the son of Ahaziah, and stole him from among the king's sons which was slain. And they hid him, even him and his nurse, in the bedchamber from Athaliah, so that he was not slain. And he was with her hid in the house of the Lord 6 years, and Athaliah did reign over the land. And the 7th year Jehoiada sent and fetched the rulers over hundreds, with the captains and the guard, and brought them to him into the house of the Lord, and made a covenant with them, and took an oath of them in the house of the Lord, and showed them the king's son. And he commanded them, saying, "This is the thing that ye shall do. 1/3 part of you that enter in on the Sabbath shall even be keepers of the watch of the king's house. And 1/3 part shall be at the gate of Sur, and 1/3 part at the gate behind the guard. So shall ye keep the watch of the house, that it be not broken down. And 2 parts of all you that go forth on the Sabbath, even they shall keep the watch of the house of the Lord about the king. And ye shall compass the king round about, every man with his weapons in his hand. And he that cometh within the ranges, let him be slain. And be ye with the king, as he goeth out, and as he cometh in." And the captains over the hundreds did according to all things that Jehoiada the priest commanded. And they took every man his men that were to come in on the Sabbath, with them that should go out on the Sabbath, and came to Jehoiada the priest.
AJ,
And to the captains over hundreds.
Yes.
I'm going to have to shoot.
No problem. I'm finishing after this chapter anyway, so I'll talk to you a little bit.
Man.
Nice one, dude. Bless you,
I'll
man.
see you tomorrow, maybe, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll try and do it. I'm going to try and get a sermon Sunday going. I don't know who, but we're trying to do a sermon.
All right, man.
Cool.
Catch you later. See you later, Bazza.
Cheers, Michael.
Take care. God bless.
hundreds did the priest give King David spears and shields that were in the temple of the Lord. And the guards stood every man with his weapons in his hand round about the king, from the right corner of the temple to the left corner of the temple, along by the altar and the temple. And he brought forth the king's son, and put the crown upon him, and gave him the testimony. And they made him king, and anointed him. And they clapped their hands, and said, God save the king. And when Athaliah heard the noise of the guard and of the people, she came to the people into the temple of the Lord. And when she looked, behold, the king stood by a pillar, as the manner was, and the princes and the trumpeters by the king, and all the people of the land rejoiced and blew with trumpets. And Athaliah rent her clothes and cried, Treason! Treason! But Jehoiada the priest commanded the captains of the hundreds, the officers of the host, and said unto them, Have her forth without the ranges, and him that followeth her, kill with the sword. For the priest had said, Let her not be slain in the house of the Lord. And they laid hands on her, and she went by the way by the which the horses came into the king's house, and there was she slain. And Jehoiada made a covenant between the Lord and the king and the people, that they should be the Lord's people, between the king also and the people. And all the people of the land went into the house of Baal, and brake it down. His altars and his images brake they in pieces thoroughly, and slew Mattan the priest of Baal before the altars. And the priest appointed officers over the house of the Lord. And he took the rulers over hundreds, and the captains, and the guard, and all the people of the land, and they brought down the king from the house of the Lord, and came by the way of the gate of the guard to the king's house. And he sat on the throne of the kings, and all the people of the land rejoiced, and the city was in quiet. And they slew Athaliah with the sword beside the king's house. 7 years old was Jehoash when he began to reign.
Oh, 7.
Chapter 12. In the 7th year of Jehu, Jehoash began to...
Sorry, chapter 12. Chapter 12, finish that. And so I'll just rewind that tiny bit so so it's on 55. Chapter 12 we'll start at next time. Cool. Wow, it's fairly good through the kings there. I mean, I'm kind of, I don't know who's king at the minute. I think, well, it's a 7-year-old king. But is that king of Israel? Or was it talking about something? No, I think that's king of Israel. So he's 7 at the minute, whoever that is. Right. Let me just, I just need to, 2 6. Is that kind of took me two things. Oh no, so no, that's the king of Judah is Joash. So wait, so king of Israel is still no, hold on, it can't be King Jehu. Jehu just died. Mind you, I think sometimes kings mixes up is not always in chronological for some reason. Okay, so that 7-year-old king, Joash, is king of Judah. It's not Israel king. Okay, right. Okay, cool. I just had to make sure. Right, so next time we start on 12. 12. Right, Baza, give me a prompt for finishing off. Still there, Baz?
I got nothing.
You got nothing. All right, and there's nobody in chat. Okay. Right. Let's try. Let's do something with Moses. No, Noah.
Noah playing a banjo. That's what I was thinking.
No way. I said Moses and I changed my mind to Noah just as you said that. That's crazy. Right. Noah playing a banjo.
Aye.
Noah of the Old Testament. The Old Testament That doesn't make sense. The Old of the Old. No, come on. Testament. Playing banjo. Playing a banjo on the deck of the ark. Yeah. Noah of the Old Testament playing a banjo on the deck of the ark.
Yeah.
Whilst a few of the animals dance. Okay, let's try that. It's quite elaborate, isn't it? Please let us have it. Yeah, it is. It's letting us have it. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's good. Oh, yes. It's even put the rainbow there. I didn't even ask for that. Fantastic, man. But it's not a gay pride rainbow, guys. Right, let's save that. Yeah, we got to use this one now for a little bit. That's a good one. There you go. How's that?
Yeah,
Oh, look,
great.
we've got Noah's twin further up on top deck. Look, see Noah's twin on top deck.
Oh yeah.
Little Noah. Oh, look at that, man. I said a few of the animals. I didn't say all of them. You got one hanging off the side. I mean, I don't know why there's ropes there. I mean, what's the ropes all about? They're not trying to tie themselves to anything. There's nothing to tie themselves to. But that'll do. That's all right. That's not bad. That's not bad. That is not bad. It's kind of a small arc, but it's not bad. Like it. Right, we'll keep that one for now. Right, bless guys. I will play out with a Christian song, and then I've got to make it. I decided to do it because Flats won't be on. I'll do a little stream tonight, and then we'll go and watch a movie and rumble. So yeah, let's play out with a song. Let's get that list up. That little list I got the other day. The little where is it? Where is it? There it is. That one there. And do that. And do that. To the screen. Do. There we go. Oh, it rewinded itself. Oh wow! I thought it would have stayed where it was at. That's my prayer. My heart. There it was. That there. Oh, it's not sharing. Oh, it is. It is.
If you said it, we believe it. If you said it, hey. If you said it, we believe it. A man of your word. If you said it, we believe it. If you said it, we believe it.
Oh, hell no. Sorry, I don't like that one.
Everybody rock if you said it.
There we go.
You are not here.
Oh, okay.
Sword 2 video.
Gosh. Okay, guys, let's do that one instead.
It might get you a strike. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. It won't be it's not a strike anyway. It'll just be one of them. It'll just tell me I can't monetize. That's all.
I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in.
Oh, yeah.
And then a little light from heaven filled my soul. It made my heart in love, and he wrote my name above. And just a little talk with Jesus made me whole. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry, answer by and by. And when you feel a little prayer will turn in, you know a little fire is burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Sometimes my path seems drear without a ray of cheer, and then a cloud of doubt may hide the light of day. The mist of sin may rise and hide the starry sky, but just a little talk with Jesus clears the way. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry, answer by and by. And when you feel a little prayer will turn in, you know a little fire is burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right.
Oh, yeah.
I may have doubts and fears, my eyes are filled with tears, but Jesus is a friend who watches day and...
Is that an electric ukulele? What is this?
No, that's called it's an acoustic instrument. It's called a mandolin.
What? So it's what? This is acoustic. That looks like an electric thing. Oh wow! I've never seen.
Well, they might have them plugged, but traditionally it's an acoustic instrument.
Well, I've never seen. Yeah, I know. I didn't know that was a mandolin, though. I mean, I was wondering if that was some kind of electric blooming boogaloo chew. Whatever I just said, I can't remember what I just said.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
That's pretty cool, man. Wow.
I go to him in prayer, he knows my every care, and just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He will hear our faintest cry, answer by and by. And when you feel a little prayer will turn in, no little fire is burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our trouble. He will hear our faintest cry, answer by and by. And when you feel a little prayer will turn in, no little fire is burning. You will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. He makes it right.
Nice. I like that. Cool. Excellent. Right, guys, I'll get that stream sorted out for tonight. Probably about 4 hours away, something like that. Yeah, probably like that. Something like that. Yeah, about an hour. Then over. Yeah, about 4 hours away, something like that. That'll give me time to chill for a bit. Right, and I've got to go and collect the microwave. I did do it yesterday. Right, bless you guys. Love yous, and I'll see you in a little bit. Here, the sunset's free. It's free.
Indeed.
Ta-da.